And hello everybody, welcome back to RFC News. I hope you are all well. A bit of transfer news for you. Yes, the signings should be coming thick and fast if you're going by Danny Rule's sort of comments. He's saying that he wants a good few more bodies through the door. And whilst we're in phenomenal form right now, a really good winning streak after adding to that with against Ludogorets Razgrad. Essentially, yeah, we still need more players in through the door. I think a lot of us fans are looking at maybe the striker position as something as well. I think there was a lot of chances that went by amiss in the game against Ludogorets in the Europa League, and I do feel we need a little bit more firepower up top, in my personal opinion. Chomity looked pretty good against Celtic, but again, not necessarily someone can you necessarily hang your hat on him to win you a title. I do think that we need another striker in through the door, but having said that, we still need some other sort of players and additions across the park. Now, of course, another big important game this weekend. Could be pivotal within the Scottish Premiership. Obviously, Celtic taking on Hearts. And really, actually, if you look at it from a perspective of that game, any result actually works out well for us, to be perfectly honest. It's like a win-win all around. I think if you're looking at it from a point of where, with Rangers, I would say a draw is the best. But then again, actually, I'm thinking myself, I think Hearts winning is the best. I want Hearts to win. I think that will put a bit of a nail into Celtic a little bit. And we'll see us. I feel Hearts will slow down later on. So I'm as a fan, I'm going now. I want Hearts to beat Celtic, but a draw is actually not that bad. And even if Hearts lose, it's still not that bad if we win. Do you know what I mean? It's an interesting weekend, but we got to focus on our garden and, of course, make sure that we get 3 points in our match. Now, enough for the football this weekend. Let's get into the latest transfer story for today, ladies and gentlemen. But first, please do hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for more. So, yes, we spoke about this guy, Dan Neil. At the start of the transfer window, I spoke to you about two Sunderland players that Rangers were keen on. Apparently, there was initial contact having been made, but it had been a little bit quiet since then. However, now we're starting to get a little bit more news with regard to Dan Neil. Essentially, Dan Neil was left out of their squad for the West Ham match, and intensified speculation about his exit, with his contract expiring at the end of 2026, at the end of the season. The club have reportedly allowed him to leave this January, and Rangers under Danny Rule have surged ahead of Sheffield United in the race for the midfielder with over 200 appearances, strong leadership, and key skills like composure and tempo control. Sunderland fans cherish his role in guiding them from League One to the Premier League, sharing celebration photos while wishing him well, and Rangers supporter eyes experience for the title push. So, yeah, as we're seeing here, Dan Neil wouldn't be the most exciting signing this window, but he'd bring vital experience that this squad clearly needs. The 24-year-old is a Sunderland captain and made over 200 appearances. You can see why Danny Rule wants him. So yeah, I think a lot of fans are getting on board by this. But what we're seeing is that Rangers have reportedly moved ahead for him. And this could be a situation where we get him on loan till the end of the season, then sign him on a free, should he impress, which I do think is a win-win situation, really. I know we always talk about, well, we don't want this crap from England. He's 24 years old with a lot. It's not one of these players who's 32 coming to the end of it. He's 24 years old. He's done quite well with Sunderland, and certainly still has that level to potentially go up. Leadership skills, leadership credentials, and it's a win-win, because essentially if he was to come to us on loan, maybe we have to pay a bit of a loan fee. If he impresses, then we can then sign him for free in the summer, which again is up to you. But as you can see, Sheffield United sort of sources now saying that they've suffered a blow as Rangers have moved ahead of them, but certainly an interesting one there to watch. He's been left out of the squad. Rangers and Danny Rule have confirmed that they are going to be making more additions this January, so it'll be interesting to see what happens with Dan Neil. But guys, do let me know your thoughts on Dan Neil down there in the comment section below. Is it a yes or a no from you?
In other news, it wasn't pretty at times, but Rangers just about got the job done on a wet Ibrox Thursday night. A scuffed strike from Mohamed Diomande was enough to sink Ludogorets Razgrad, and although insufficient to keep Danny Rule's men in the playoff hunt, a 7th consecutive win is another vital injection of confidence. Thalo Arsgaard was the man alert enough to shut out the pinballing chaos in the Ludogorets penalty box, nodding the ball on for Diomande to notch his third assist in a Rangers shirt. Scrappy was the buzzword from a night where Rangers once again won, yet left room for improvement within their performance, with Arsgaard hinting that Rolls still hopes to make his side more clinical in the final third. It was an enjoyable night, the Norwegian admitted, but we probably made it a bit harder for ourselves. We still need to improve a bit on that last pass. The manager has touched on that with us. We have to be better in the final third, score more goals, and prove that we're an even better team. The 23-year-old, who joined Rangers from Luton Town in the summer, epitomizes the growing confidence that Roll has instilled since taking over the reins at Ibrox. Despite an unconvincing start to his Rangers career, Arsgaard's post-Christmas form has demonstrated a marked improvement. He might not have set the pitch alight on Thursday, but an assist, 3 chances created, and accuracy both of passing and dribbling present empirical evidence that Arsgaard is maintaining his positive form trajectory. That's something that he attributes to the growing bond within the dressing room, a bond that, crucially, is translating into results. It's maybe not a totally different place from a few months ago, but the feeling is really good at the minute, he said. It's still the same lads, but we've got a really solid mindset together. We've had to be resilient because we've been through some tough patch together. I think that's made us stronger, and I'm really happy with where we are now. You learn more about your teammates when you go through that adversity, for sure. That faint dream of keeping a foot in the Europa League door might have faded away, but there's still work to be done and a potential league and cup double to be won. Keeping the club on this positive and resilient trajectory during the run-in, then, will be critical. When Rangers welcome Dundee to Ibrox on Sunday afternoon, an eye will no doubt be kept on Edinburgh, as league leaders Hearts seek to distance themselves from the chasing pack with a third win over Celtic. Any result will be a welcome one. Rangers can move second in the table should Derek McInnes outwit Martin O'Neill, whilst a draw yields the same outcome with the added benefit of reeling Hearts a little closer in. A Celtic win is never desirable, but this one would bring that coveted first spot to within a 3-point gap. But all that arithmetic counts for nothing if Rangers fail to uphold their end of the bargain on Sunday. Arsgaard and his teammates are aware of that. Only a win will do, and provided they continue to improve, they'll find themselves in a good position to challenge their title rivals. It's a big game for Hearts and Celtic on Sunday, but we just have to focus on ourselves, Arsgaard asserted. The new boys are really good players, and I'm sure the fans can get really excited by them. Competition for places is obviously important, and it's raised everyone else's game. I think we can definitely go up a level. We won 1-0 on Thursday, but we should have probably won by more. The run-in will be mentally tough, but we're in a good place right now. I feel like, with results going our way, we'll only get stronger. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.